A man must be centered. Guess I gotta get centered. In his life as well as his style. And if you've been rocking with me for a little while, then you know that I've said that a cluttered closet is often going to be a reflection of a cluttered consciousness. And glad to see that I wasn't off base by much, because Jordan Peterson has often said that
your room is an externalization of your mind. And that's right.
Although I think I said it first. So while my closet has remained relatively clean and organized, my room as well as my life has been disorganized and a little chaotic. I've known what my purpose and my presentation is supposed to be for a long time. And unfortunately for me, I allowed the chatty Cathys and the unwarranted advice to create confusion for my consciousness as well as my communication with the people who have been riding with me for a minute. And for that, I apologize. Shit, my face is even unclear because I haven't been centered. Okay, that might not really be the case, but I'm pretty sure that me not being centered with my health is contributing to it. Now, I'm a great admirer of Jordan Peterson. Even though I may not agree with everything that he says, I don't think that he's a narcissist, despite what Olivia Wilde said. But I do think that he is very self-centered. And that's a great thing. Matter of fact, you should be self-centered as well. So today, I'll be doing some early spring cleaning for my space, for my style, and ultimately for my sanity, and providing some insights into how a clean room can be one of the most self-centered things that you can do for yourself this year. Let's step into a dressing room. Now, in his book, Beyond Order, Jordan Peterson actually speaks about self-care and being self-centered. He suggests that it's necessary to find meaning in our purpose and in the decisions we make. Like, why did I decide to keep this plastic hanger? And why did I just decide to throw it? I need to throw this away. He states that you must take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else.
And so to sort yourself out and to fix up your room is a non-trivial matter, you know. And you can do that. You'll learn by doing that, and then maybe you'll learn enough by doing that so that you can fix up your family a little bit, and then having done that, you'll have enough character so that when you try to operate in the world at your job or maybe in the broader social spheres, that you'll be a force for good instead of harm, because you'll have learned some humility by noting just how difficult it was to put your damn room together, well, and yourself for that matter. And so you'll proceed cautiously with your eyes open towards the good.
And that makes a lot of sense to me. I must shoulder my own burden before I take on the burden of anybody else. So the first piece of advice that Mr. Peterson gives is to set small, achievable goals that will set the momentum up for the day. Now, most of the guys will take advantage of the making your bed principle. You know, when you get up, you make your bed, and you have a small win for the day. I like to compound that with making sure that any laundry that we've done the night before has been folded and has been put in its proper place, instead of just throwing it into the dressing room when it has been done. That way, everything is in its proper place and I see what I have in my closet. Because discipline isn't just about work. It's about what we allow into our life. You have to be disciplined to create the life that you want to live. I'm going to put this one on. Yeah, I like that. Second, we want to identify the negative habits that we have in our life and work every day to change them.
And that's also why, you know, when I suggested to people that they clean up the rooms, the reason I did that was because I actually knew how difficult that is. Because to get your room in order, there's no way you can get your surroundings in order without simultaneously getting yourself in order, at least to some degree.
Now, one of the negative habits that I had was half-assing my personal presentation. I knew that most people were only going to see the front of my shirt, so that's all I ironed when I was getting ready for work. And not only did it make me not really feel like I was all together, it actually created an embarrassing moment when I needed to show up as my best. And don't judge me, you probably done it too. Man, I'll never forget. I had this high touch client, and you guys know what high touch means, right? I was trying to touch a lot of money. And he was coming in for his first fitting, and one of the measurements that he wanted me to take was going to require a lot of movement. So I took my jacket off, forgetting that I had wrinkled sleeves and a wrinkled back. And the look that he gave me made me vow to make sure that all of my shirts were pressed at their best when I was stepping out. Now, even though I'm not going anywhere today, one of the things I actually appreciate about making sure that my shirt is fully pressed and the rest of my look is always at its best is that it keeps me paying attention to everything. So knowing that I need to have time to press my shirt, make sure that I am being very responsible with that time. I give myself enough time to press so that when I leave, I'm not rushing and I am prepared for the day and for any occasion that I might find myself in. Yeah. Next, you want to develop a strong and consistent self-care routine. Now, for all you guys who are talking about,
man, I'm not going to the spa and shit, getting manicures and pedicures. What do I look like?
Well, you would look like you were having a quite delightful experience, if I do say so myself. But that's not what I'm talking about. Self-care is just as much about caring for your items as it is about caring for yourself. So when I can, I like to shine my shoes because it's a subtle sign of gratitude and a reminder to take steps to take care of what I already have before I look to acquire more, knowing that it could potentially add clutter to my closet and to my consciousness.
A room is an externalization of your mind. To the degree that you're in your room, the room is you. Now, that isn't how people think, but that's okay. It doesn't matter if they think that way. That's how it is.
Because ultimately, I'm at the center of my success and my failures, my purpose and my presentation, my standard and my self-care. So if I truly want to achieve personal growth and personal transformation, then I have to make sure that I address clarity, cleanliness, and being centered in my room, in my style, and in my communication. Now, I know you're probably saying, Michael, this is great. I do want to be more clear and concise, and I do want to clean up my room so I can clean up my life. And I actually need to clean up my closet. But what's the best method for me to do so? Well, that's for the next chapter. Until then, I want you to try this on and see how it fits you. And if it fits you well, clean your damn room. You deserve it, and the world needs to see the very best version of you. Now, if you're looking on how you can create your own centeredness in your personal style, and you don't want to keep on waiting for these next videos, well, then you and I should work together. I host a 7-day signature style workshop with other like-minded individuals like yourself, where we go through what you need to address in order to really create your own signature look. It's a lot of fun, and it is a great exploration of your own self-awareness and your personal narrative. Don't forget, be great today. But then again, you know you already are, right? So now all you have to do is get centered, show up, and show out in your personal style. Never forgetting, and I guess Jordan Peterson had it right, that dress is nothing more than the outward expression of a man's state of mind. So you should always dress to address clarity and centeredness. I'll see you next time. Peace.